Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
All right, welcome back to another edition of Sports News with Noud. Obviously, as you can see, I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do all this. I'm very, I think I looked like a fat ass slouching on the couch. So instead of showing you guys what I do every day by sitting on the couch and not do anything, I figured put it on a chair. So here we go. So NFL news. Obviously, the draft went and gone. Biggest story. We knew Bryce Young was going, but there was this smoke screen of C.J. Stroud not going number 2, which was stupid. And obviously, he got selected. So the Texans did get their quarterback. They got their quarterback, but they also traded with the Cardinals, getting Will Anderson as well. They got 2 cornerstones now. The Houston Texans now have bolstered their win total from 1 to 3. So it's good. It's good that the Houston Texans finally figured this out, because we all remember those days of Houston Texans with Matt Schaub and DeAndre Hopkins and Andre Johnson and J.J. Watt. Who remembers those historical days? A franchise that we all know and love, the Houston Texans, baby. They'll still keep going. And the Arizona Cardinals being the recipient of that pick. And now that they have the best chance of getting the number 1 pick and the number 2 pick. So that'd be funny as shit if they got the first and second overall pick. They drafted Paris Johnson with their pick. The biggest news also is, where was Jalen Carter going to fall because of the allegations of what happened? Obviously, he went to none other than the Philadelphia Eagles. Might as well be called the Philadelphia Bulldogs, who traded for DeAndre Swift after Jamar Gibbs went to the Lions at 12. And also they got Ringo, they got Nolan Smith. I mean, at this point, man, the Eagles are just loaded up with the talent at Georgia. Not a bad strategy by any means. Come on, man. The best college football team from the year now goes to the best football team in the NFL, kind of, because Kansas City Chiefs are still out there doing their thing, drafting some guys that I have no fucking idea that they're going to draft. And then you get this guy named Rice that they drafted, who's probably going to be a superstar. I don't even know what's going on, all right? I seriously, at this point with the draft, it's been commercialized so much that I just don't give a shit. I gave a shit about the Steelers. I gave a shit about a lot of things, but, I mean, it's now just a bunch of hoopla. They had, the guy from Modern Family announced the pick. They had the girl from SNL, who's not even the funny one, is just doing her own thing. She does the yeah, she was making a pick too. It's just crazy. But back to business, sorry. Bijan Robinson going to the Atlanta Falcons, who had the best odds of getting him. Great move. I think personally the Atlanta Falcons are just a franchise that just don't care. They just want firepower. Obviously their defense is still abysmal, even though they got Bates and Campbell and all that. I don't know how Bijan is going to help this team. But, he was my top 3 overall talent in this draft. I mean, you look at Jalen Carter, you look at Will Anderson, he was right next to them. So, hey, we enjoyed. So, Anthony Richardson went to the Colts. Great for them. Jim Irsay, congratulations, your tweet came true. You're like, oh, we're going to pick a quarterback. So they picked the most athletic one. We'll see how this raw talent guy is going to be, because he's probably going to start week 1. I thought whoever drafted him it would be like cultivating an ache, and they're just going to sit on it, and hopefully when it hatches, it becomes something great, but it might turn into scrambled eggs. So that's the Indianapolis Colts since Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck. They just draft these guys. So maybe the trend is maybe going away from a statue quarterback could change everything. You never know. I'm not drafting Michael Pittman anymore. That's number 1. Never again. I will never draft Michael fucking Pittman in any fantasy draft ever again. I just drafted him in Dynasty. Thank you. Anyways, and then Will Levis, obviously, he dropped. He was the biggest, surprise, I guess. Poor kid, man. I mean, they showed him 29 times. I read in the green room, and it was the most in NFL draft coverage history or whatever, more than Aaron Rodgers, more than Lamar, more than all those guys. And poor kid, he's going to go to Tennessee. Hopefully he gets his chance, because I called it. Malik Willis is the worst quarterback I've ever seen in my entire freaking life. So he's gone. Thank God. And then Ryan Tannehill, who knows what's going to happen. So Levis is going to have a chance. I mean, me personally, the Steelers are great. They got one of the A's in the draft. I think it was like us, Philly, Seattle, Arizona, because they got those picks, and I think Oakland got it too. I think there wasn't really too much bad drafting. I think personally, some players dropped that I was surprised. Like I said, Will Levis. I thought Jalen Carter was going to get picked before the Eagles. I thought Chicago was going to pick him at their spot, but they traded back, got Peter Skrnansky or whatever his name is. I'm not good with names. But, hey, NFL draft is over. Teams are looking to now rebuild. There's some free agent guys out there, Carson Wentz and God knows who and God knows what. Minicamps are starting soon. But anyways, now to the playoffs. So NHL playoffs have come to the first round end. And one of my predicting teams got hurt. So Boston Bruins, President's Cup curse. Again, they had their chances. They were up 3-1. A couple times at home, they were up in those games, and they let them in, and they were up in Game 7, lost in overtime. I think really what happened was coaching really got to these guys. Coaching put them in a setback. I think they were just not attacking. They just didn't want to do a flying V like the fucking Mighty Ducks. But at the same time, dude, you had all this talent and all these things. Why don't you just go attack? Like, be aggressive. It looked like Florida looked like the team that had the most wins in NHL history. You guys looked like you were just too sorry to lose. And that sometimes is going to hurt you. And that's what happens. And good for you that the Avalanche made an avalanche in the playoffs and just went out. They just went out and lost to the Kraken, of an expansion team last year. And we got two of the biggest upsets right now. So it looks like the Toronto Maple Leafs. Look at them. They made it. They beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's crazy. It's pandemonium. It's fucking pandemonium. And the New Jersey Devils did the same thing. Down 3-1. They were ready to lose. And now all of a sudden New Jersey is in there. Jack Hughes is becoming the guy that we all thought he was going to be. These playoffs have been great. I don't think anybody needs to say it, but like one of the biggest upsets is the Bruins, but at the same time, it's the NHL playoffs. Anything can happen, puck luck, all that shit. And I mean, like the fucking New Jersey Devils they lost their first 2 games 5-1. And who would have thought they would make it to the second round? That's crazy. I think honestly right now, the Edmonton made it. They beat the Kings. Las Vegas made it. Carolina made it. Some of those teams that we all thought would make it have risen to the crop and made it to the second round. So right now, I think my pick is still Edmonton in the other, or Las Vegas in the West, and I'm gonna ride the Carolina Hurricanes. It might be a Snooty curse on the East, but you never know. At the same time, it's like this is just so stupid what's happening. It's just like every time we go to the NHL playoffs, everybody's surprised that this happens. I don't think so anymore. At this point, you try hard all you want in the regular season, be that number 1 seed, get the President's Cup, whatever. Because I think the Bruins, they don't need to change anything. They just need to change their coaching. Their coaching was abysmal. Anyways, that's just the NHL playoffs. When we go to the NBA, hey, those Miami Heat, white hot like cum. What? Okay, I didn't mean it like that. But anyways, the Miami Heat, another big upset. Florida is really just doing a lot of upsets this year. The Miami Heat behind Jimmy Butler, doused Giannis and the Bucks and told them bye-bye 4-1. Sent them off to a nice vacation after having a 56-point barrage, had a 45-point barrage, and came back. Both games, the Bucks were up, and Jimmy Butler and the Heat just came back. I don't know what more do you guys need to see from Jimmy Butler and Spoelstra. If they're both there, it doesn't matter what seed they are. They are going to be in the discussion of going to the Eastern Conference Finals somehow. They are up 1-0 against the Knicks, who destroyed the Cavs as well. Cavs, by the way, just one of the biggest disappointments as well, because they had the talent to do what they needed to do, and then Spider didn't show up. Anyways, New York State of Mind, Miami Heat culture, it's all coming together in the second round. Next, we have probably the best Game 7 of all time from Steph Curry, 50 points, but comes with a 20-20 from Kevin Looney, while you have Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole, Draymond Green basically playing decoys out there, just can't do shit. And it's a bonus, man. What the frick are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? I don't know why I'm saying frickin' fucking whatever. Frickin' fucking fruit and whatever. There you go. Sabonis over here is just, after that stomp had just stopped. He just stopped. I mean, you were at home. You guys were up 2, and then you just stopped doing anything. They put you on the foul line and just didn't shoot. I mean, credit to De'Aaron Fox. He did his stuff. He did what he had to do. Just Steph Curry is just one of the best players of all time. Can we stop fucking around and putting this guy in the top 5 of all time? Because I know he's a shooter. Great and wonderful. Man was playing defense, rebound, and do all these things. And Kevin Looney really just put Sabonis in a blender. I just don't understand. I know Looney is good. It's not like he's not this guy that just came out of nowhere. It's just he put him in a blender. And now they play the Lakers, who put the Grizzlies in a blender too. And now Dylan Brooks is probably going to go play in China. And then do Ching Chong Chunski playing with Michael Beasley at like the Shanghai Tigers. And it's just crazy. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. By the way, that's not racist. Chris Tucker did it in Rush Hour. Please don't cancel me. Anyways, so the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors are playing each other. Then you have the sweep, which was the Denver Nuggets. And now you had the Suns who played the battered Clippers. And the Denver Nuggets are up 2-0. You have Devin Booker. You have Kevin Durant. You have Chris Paul. You have DeAndre Ayton. I mean, I'm not here saying that the Denver Nuggets aren't deserving of these wins. I'm just saying you have this talent and you're not doing anything. The Nuggets are giving you 10 pieces every night with McFlurry and fries, and you're not doing shit. And I know Kevin Durant, oh, he's getting covered. He's doing this. He's doing that. Devin Booker, oh, who knows what this, what that. Jamal Murray just comes out of nowhere, all right? The dude gets his penis sucked maybe once in a while, puts it on Instagram Live, and drops a 40-piece on you, all right? I'm not here saying that's wrong. You get your nut off however you want. You get it before the game, after the game, during the game, I don't care. Whatever helps you play better, Jamal. You guys are doing good. 2-0, that's crazy. Now, on the other side, we have probably one of the best matchups, if everybody's healthy, Philly against Boston. And Philly took game 1 behind the barrage of Houston, James Harden coming to life. 45 points. He went insane from the 3-point line. Maxey played well. Tobias, we still don't understand why you guys paid Tobias over Jimmy Butler. That's neither here nor there. We move on. But I mean, like, you had Tatum doing his thing. You had Brown doing his thing. Al Horford just let anybody come into the paint. I just don't understand. It just looks like Philly was a more mentally tough team in the first game because it came down to the last possession. And then, like, Tatum asked for the ball, got the ball, 2 seconds left. Then he throws it away, and then Maxey scores, and that's how they got a 1-point lead. But they got the point, and then they fouled Tatum. Tatum got free throws, everything. And all of a sudden, James Harden's like, hold my dick, shot a three, got up by 2, and that was the end of the game. Then he went to a strip club. We all know the rest. He dropped dollar bills like he does threes. But that's going to be a great series. Embiid can rest in game 2 if you want to, and then move on. I mean, it's just crazy. There's a lot of injuries we got to look at. We have Jimmy Butler, who might, and this is recording on Tuesday, so I don't know what happens in game 2. Jimmy Butler might miss. We have Embiid, who might miss. Hopefully nothing goes wrong with CP3. He might miss because of groin injury. Now we have this thing of, like, who's going to be healthy during the playoffs. Also, the first time, I'll just say it because it's a stupid stat, first time since 1 through 8, all the seeds are represented, blah, blah, blah. That is stupid shit. But it just goes to show, again, like the NHL playoffs, that no matter where you are, if you have enough talent, if you believe, you could get to the next round. I mean, it's just a try-hard thing. Don't try that hard, I guess, in the regular season. That's just me. Anyways. But that's the NBA playoffs. Now to the MLB. The Orioles are still hot. They're still doing their things. You guys can suck our dicks. That's all I'm going to say. Also, the Pirates are doing well as well. So you keep doing that. And then the Rays are still... I just don't understand. We're second in our division because the Rays are over there hitting everything in sight. Catching everything in sight. Pitching and everything. I just don't understand the magnitude of what Tampa Bay is doing. It's just like something in the water. It's just always there. It's always there. Something in the water in fucking Tampa Bay. I'm sick. By the way, I'm saying that because it's like whatever the festival they have in Virginia Beach. Shout out prayers from the tornado. Great wedding. Awesome. That was the tornado. Anyways. But yeah, I mean, like, we still have our typical of like Braves, Mets, Yankees are still doing their thing. But it's great to see these other teams, like I said, doing their thing. Nothing really big. I mean, Madison Bumgarner got cut a couple of days ago. Still free agent out there. See who will pick up an extra arm, I guess, from down the line. But I personally like what we're seeing from a lot of these teams that usually are in the basement. And some of these bigger teams are taking a back seat. So let's continue. Let's do it. And I mean, the stretch is coming. I mean, we're in May. I mean, a lot of you are not paying attention to June, July, whatever. But also Kentucky Derby this weekend. Let's see here. I think I said I put in my phone who I like. My Shanuti's Beichel's picks for the Kentucky Derby. Let's see here. I like Confident Game to win. I had a trifecta of him at first, particular move at second, and then I had Skinner at 3, and then an Exacto box. So yeah, follow those picks. I don't fucking know what I'm saying. So in the PGA Championship coming up soon. Obviously, I'm a Scotty guy. I'll love to see Scotty win in Cali, but I think Rahm obviously coming off a hot Masters, as well as we'll see. Like Cam Young is good. Like a lot of these players show up out of nowhere now that the Live Tour is here, and a lot of them get their chance to show. So there you go. I mean, all in all, it's a great sports month. May is good. Playoffs are starting. NFL training camp. We had the draft. We have like I said, the PGA Championship, and what did I just say? And the Kentucky Derby. So it's horse racing. So thank you guys for watching. I am rocking the stuck-up hat. Obviously, my boy Jeff down in Miami can hook you up. Please follow him on Instagram as you can order it, and he'll give it to you right away. Shout out to the 4 goats behind me. Sexual innuendo. If you're not coming in her, you're coming on her. Yeah.